In today's album review, I'll be talking about the legendary thrash metal band Sadus. They're making a comeback with their sixth full-length studio album titled The Shadow Inside. First things first, let's talk about the album's details. The Shadow Inside was released today, November 17th, 2023, through Nuclear Blast Records. This is a significant milestone for Sadus, considering it's been a long 16 years since their last studio album. Let's take a look at this artwork by Travis Smith. Features a cosmic demon enveloping a tormented soul, perfectly capturing the duality and vision conveyed by the songs. Truly a work of art that sets the tone for what's to come. Musically, Sadus is known for blending thrash metal with death metal, showcasing highly technical musicianship. The sound has been described as monstrous. The Shadow Inside is being hailed as a triumphant return of Sadus after a long hiatus. While not explicitly a concept album, the songs on The Shadow Inside revolve around the idea of an internal entity, often depicted as a shadow influencing human actions and decisions. The theme that delves into the depths of internal struggle, moments at the edge of reason, and the responsibility of life decisions. The lyric themes are as intense as the music itself. For those unfamiliar with Sadus, let's take a quick look at the band's background. Hailing from Antioch, California, Sadus has been a force in the thrash metal scene since 1985. After a hiatus from 2015 to 2017, the band reunited. Darren Travis actually confirmed their return and plans for new material back in 2017. Let's talk about the members. Darren Travis is the vocalist. He's been a constant in the band since they began. Jon Allen, the drummer, another constant. And as of now, or as far as I know, they are a two-piece band. But in the initial lineup, they had Rod Moore. He was the guitarist, but he left in 1993. But rather than replacing him, they continued as a trio. And the other person was Steve DiGiorgio, a very well-known bassist, but he actually left in 1991. He joined Death on the Human album, but then he came back right after that, and he played with Sadus until 2015. So let's go track by track. First Blood is the album opener. It kind of surprised me because it has a soft and haunting section that just fades after the first minute, then the song takes off as an old school thrash metal song. I was also surprised at how good the album sounds. It was kind of bold to start the album with a song that's close to 7 minutes. The song was awesome. The vocals are very harsh. At times they lean towards black metal, but the lyrics are easy to understand. And the guitar playing was reminiscent of old school bands like Exodus or Violence. The song's a banger from start to finish. And the next three songs I'm going to talk about, they were the singles. Scorched and Burnt continues with an intro that increases slowly in volume until it knocks you over with some old school guitar riffs. They use lots of different vocal styles here, some evoking the death metal component of the songs. The guitar solo was melodic. They used palm muted guitar riffs. That's very common in thrash metal. It's a Sickness continues with their death thrash attack. This one's a little faster and heavier. The drumming stands out in this track, lots of blast beats and changing rhythms. I like how they change tempos in the songs where they slow it a little, then they go full blast. Keeps everything interesting. There's a killer mosh part where they add in some dark sounding vocals as well. Ride the Knife is a little slower and atmospheric at first, but it builds into a fast and heavy thrasher. This was another one that reminded me of classic Exodus. Another awesome song has a cool breakdown where it slows down for a few seconds to kind of let the listener catch their breath. Check it out. Let me play a clip of that. After that, there's a slower instrumental section. It was really cool. It's a really great song. Anarchy is the next song. We're halfway point, and the song is quick to the point, under 3 minutes. They pack a lot into the song. There's some sick and vile vocals, a lot of speed and aggression. There's some intense drumming, and a really great song. The Devil in Me is another one, a longer song, a little over 6 minutes. It's old school thrash metal, but with heavy death metal influence. Vocals tend to be on the black metal side. I like the guitar riffs. They have a bit of a neo-classical influence. The song is filled with heavy, pummeling guitar riffs. It doesn't feel long because they switch gears at different parts of the song. There are times you think it will go into the next song, but they continue with heavier riffs and intense drumming. Pain is a song that moves a little slower for the most part. Type of song you can bang your head to. It reminded me a little of something from Slayer's South of Heaven. There's a dark feel, but the focus is on the evil sounding guitar riffs and chugging sound of the rhythm guitar. The middle of the song even has a groove to it. I heard a little bit of a Pantera influence at one part in the song. There's a bit of a new neo-classical influence in here as well. No Peace is a song that is a complete contrast to the last one. If I said the last one was slow, this one was very fast and intense. I think they did a good job in the placement because the sound has a nice flow to it and songs sound like they have a natural progression. So it also has some slower Slayer-style guitar riffs as well. New Beginnings is a short 2-minute instrumental with some marching band style drums and clean guitars with arpeggios that are being played. It was nice to hear that. It's often lacking in thrash metal albums, those like clean sounds. And it builds up to the final track in the album, which is the title track called The Shadow Inside. So this is the last track. It was kind of a continuation of the last song. It had that clean arpeggiated guitar riffs and haunting atmosphere. Then they introduced the distorted guitars and vocals. The vocals sounded much like black metal, specifically on this song. After about 1.5 minutes, it picks up with a thrashier sound. They kept the pace fairly slow for this one. The guitar solo was awesome. It was very technical and melodic and had a neoclassical feel as well. Now for my final thoughts. I think it's one of the best thrash metal albums of the year. It was a late entry into the year. I think the band may have planned it that way, so it wouldn't compete with other well-known metal albums because this is the time of the year new releases start to dwindle, and if this had come out any other weekend with lots of big-name bands, I may have overlooked it. But I'm glad this was my first choice for a metal album to review because I discovered a nice hidden gem of a band that's been around for a long time, almost as long as Metallica, Slayer, and Megadeth's. I'm going to give this a high score. My score is a 9 out of 10. Let me know in the comments what you think. Check out this video right here. Some more thrash metal. Please like this video. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Please subscribe. I do rock and metal reviews, rankings, and more. I will see you in the next one.